So we had a play, obviously called it. They did a good job of covering the first two guys, and Derek popped late. He beat his guy. I saw Derek beat his guy. And by the time I got there, Ingram, who bit on the run, he was already, as I was telling you, he was backing up, and he made a great play. And I was trying, again, it's tough. I wasn't trying to force it or anything like that. I saw our guy win. I was trying to throw it on the back line to him, but they made a play, and that was the one that I wish I had back today. But besides that, I felt we did some good things. A lot of things were working on, but obviously those stick.
Derek, last week you guys were really able to get into a rhythm on offense.
Yeah.
This week, not so much. What did LA's defense do to really change you up?
Good save. They did a good job of just trying to keep everything in front of us. And run game, just trying to choke that out. Pass game, getting really deep in their drops, trying to let you throw it underneath. I mean, that's that Seahawk type defense sometimes. Depends how they want to play it, and they can do that. And and third down is where I think that the rhythm part, whenever you pick up third downs, I think that that's where the rhythm, it looks like, oh, here we go, we're moving. And I think early on we didn't do as well on third down. I think first 4 or 5 weren't so good, and then after that, we kind of started hitting, I think about 50% or something like that. And so that's where you want to be, in that range, not missing on them, right?
Amari was only targeted one time.
Yeah.
Were they making a concerted effort to take him away, or?
Definitely. There's definitely situations where, depending on where he was lined up, they would do certain things. And I can think of 3 different ways of coverage. They were trying to do that, just different ways of trying to do that. Sometimes it's like that. And not only that, they put their best cover guy on him. And so, as Coach probably said, coverage dictates a lot of things. I think Martavis had close to 100 yards. A running back, again, was able to get a lot of yards. So, it just depends on how they want to play certain things. It's not like it's not like I'm not looking at it. It's not like I don't want to throw it to him. I trust all my guys. So it's not like that at all.
Gruden was saying that in regards to the interception, that with you sometimes that you just press.
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. There's no doubt. You'll have to tell me to calm down before you have to get me going, right? And that's always been a problem of mine. Not a problem. It's not a problem. It's a weakness, right? As I've always just tried to do too much. It's not out of a bad heart. I just want to win so bad. And sometimes it gets me caught up like on that one today on a bad play, and then I'll have a whole bunch of other reps where I'm doing the right thing. Okay, all right, calm down, do the right thing. We move down the ball, we score a touchdown. And so, if we didn't get the ball back, that would have hurt a lot. But to get the ball back and say, no, let's just do what we've been doing. Let's move the ball. Let's go score. And we're able to do that, sitting there trying to get it back at the end. But anyway, I definitely agree with that. I try. Again, it's not a lack of effort, right? It's just me just trying to force something, me trying to win the game right there, and I don't have to do that.
With the Chiefs rolling the way they are, any concern that the division is starting to get away with it?
No, gosh, no. This game is so crazy. I've been in a lot of different situations. I've had a lot of different plays happen and crazy stuff. I'm never worried until it's over, honestly.
You talk about getting the drives going. It looked like a couple times on third down, you probably moved to run for a first down, but you stayed back and tried to complete a pass downfield. Are you being more conscious of trying to make bigger plays and not run quite so much?
Well, I think, honestly, there was a couple times where there wasn't room to run, just being honest with you. But there was, later on, there was like a couple chances where I scrambled out, right, and decided to throw it downfield. I think there was one against Seth, I remember early on, right, deep one to Seth.
I think you hit the defender right in the head.
Hit him right in the head, right. I wasn't trying to do that, but just giving him a chance to play or get the PI, honestly. To be completely honest, if you sometimes on third downs they don't play a lot of man coverage, so you can get a man type look and you get a chance to throw it downfield. In this league, you're going to get a catch or a PI most of the time, and they ended up picking up the flag on us. But there was a couple times where I tried to scramble, and just the way they were rushing, they would shut some lanes down, but I'm not going to sit here and try and run for 100 yards. But there are times where I think we had 1 or 2, or actually 3 or 4 times outside the pocket, 5 if you count extended plays inside the pocket, where we were able to extend the play, hit the running back late or something like that. So it's not a thing that I'm consciously trying to do ever, but there's definitely times where I try in the game.
Derek, in terms of you and Gruden being in perfect sync, where are you in that process? Early on? kind of middle, or,
Oh, yeah, I mean, obviously, it's still early on, right?
Right.
But I think that we're in a good place. Me and coach's communication now. Obviously, he doesn't want me to press or try and do too much, even though we're losing, by 20, or whatever it was, and all that kind of stuff. Those are things where my aggressiveness and his aggressiveness, we're learning that stuff. And he does a great job of communicating with me after stuff like that. He doesn't want me to stop being aggressive, but at the same time, not forcing, not pressing, sometimes to try and make too many plays, right? But when you're down like that, I think those are times where I'm learning, hey, it's okay to throw it away. You don't have to win it for us. And that's kind of where we're at right now, where he's communicating with me. And I'm growing through that, honestly, I am. And I'm gonna continue to work at it and listen to him. But our communication, all that, we're in a good place. But obviously, it's early on, right? We're gonna have things where we're gonna communicate through and all that. But him and I, we're like this. We're moving forward always. We won last week. Okay, what's next? We lost this week. All right, do our best. What's next? And so that's how him and I work.
There was another drive earlier in the game where you guys had first and goal at the 5 and settled for field goal.
Yep.
How would you just assess the red zone offense overall?
Yeah, I mean, we had opportunities, but I think penalties killed us early on. We had three false starts, things like that. We'll work on that. Can't do that, especially in the red zone. It's so hard against this kind of defense too, where they try and keep it all in front of them and all that. When you get down there, it's, hey, we gotta make those count. So, we gotta do a better job of not having penalties down there, hurting ourselves. But it always stinks, man, when you don't get a touchdown, right? But we had some shots at some touchdowns. And obviously, late we had one, but yeah.
Your offensive line has been pretty consistent over the years, but
Yeah.
now you have 2 rookie offensive tackles and
Yeah.
you're minus KO. What are some challenges of having those moving parts and having young guys at very important positions?
Yeah, obviously very important positions, right? I thought that they played awesome, especially against this front, right? Obviously, the stats or whatever, stacks and all that. I mean, I don't care about stats, but it is what it is. I thought they played really well for it, for it being a tough environment for them against some good rushers, a good blitz package, those kind of things. It's tough for veterans, let alone young guys, right? And so I thought that they held their own. I thought they were physical. I thought that they competed their tails off. Obviously, that's what you want to see. You want to see some dog in them. You want to see some fight in them. Definitely saw that. But they had some rookie things where they want to make, clean up, just like I did, just like some of our receivers, just like some of our backs tight, whatever. Everyone has a place. And so when you lose, it's easy to just find, rookie offense tackle, let's blame him. It's nothing like that, man. I think they did a great job, to be honest.
Derek,
With one more, guys.
when Marshawn first came,
Yeah.
you said at the time, there's no way, if we're on the 1 yard line, there's no way I'm not giving him the ball.
Right.
John today said that basically you hadn't thrown a touchdown pass from the 1 yard line all year.
Right.
Was today just a simple situation of just maybe overthinking things too much?
No, I think it was a good play that they covered. They did a great job because on film, it looked great, to be honest with you. And so they almost kind of fell into doing some good things on that one. And so obviously with Marshawn, we love to give him the ball and stuff like that, but we had shown some things and they showed on film. It was kind of like, this should be good. And obviously they covered it, didn't work out, but it's been 5 games now where we just bow. So you got to throw a passion in there or else they're going to all out commit on him and then it's going to get stuff.
For the first 4 games, you've either been in the game, had the lead in the second half, and you won last week. And every week, even with the losses, you've said, we still feel good. We're feeling positive about the things we did against this team. How do you you weren't able to do that this week? How do you take the positives and keep that outlook?
Well, it's easy for me, man. You know that. I'm always positive, and so I think that whenever you have a game where you don't go out there and have 500 yards, which isn't going to happen every week, to not let everybody down, but you're going to play defenses sometimes where it's tough, and it's going to be tough sledding the whole game. And I think right now, especially in this game, we're just learning when it's tough like that. What's our communication like? What are we going to get to now? What's the plan now? And just like Coach and I were talking about, as long as him and I keep communicating, and I keep doing exactly what he wants on the field. Get me into this play versus okay. Get me into this play versus this look. So we're in such a production-oriented business, we forget the process of things. And if you start getting down during the process, there's never going to be any production, right? And so when it happens like this, you stay the course and you keep doing it because we just came off a game of 500 yards against one of the best defenses that shut the Steelers and shut the Saints pretty much out, right? Shut them down. And so you come out here and you play, and it didn't go 500 yards and things like that. You don't quit on what you've been doing. You know, you stay upbeat, you keep working. I think that goes for all of our guys. Obviously, no one likes to lose. Trust me. I don't get up early. I don't work hard to lose. But you have to understand that there's a process to this thing with our whole team, and we got to grind through it. We have to be tougher. We got to be more physical. We got to be practice hard. We got to train hard. Whatever it is, and that stuff will take care of itself.
There was that last drive of the first half. You had the second down play, no
Yep.
timeouts left, and you throw over the middle. And
Yep.
You guys have to clock it and
Yep.
set up fourth down at a 57-yard field goal. Is that
Yes.
one you would like to have back, get it to the boundaries or something, so you don't have to go up and clock it and have a long?
Right, they were playing, it was the too high look, and I threw it over the middle to the back. Yeah, but we had, you know, obviously you can sit back and draw up anything, but we should do this, or, you know, like that. But with what we had, my job is to make sure we get points. With no timeouts, it's gonna be hard to get a touchdown, right? And so my job is, if they're gonna drop that far, if we get it to the back, we're gonna have a chance at a field goal, right? And so, again, I'm just trying to get points there. I wish I had something better for you, but when they drop off like that, getting points, having at least a chance to kick a field goal and not taking a sack, waiting for something to develop, and then, you know, then no chance, right? So,
Thanks, guys.
thanks.